KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan. And now it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
So, boys,
Hey, Alec.
This
Long
is
time
always
no
so
speak.
embarrassing, Alec, because we're out in public and people can see us whenever they hear these things. Like when we're in the studio, it's like we can hide away, but now we have to answer to our statements.
Yeah,
just a reminder, this is your show. This is your segment. So you did it to yourself. It's Masterpiece of the Week. We're going to revisit some of the wild, stupid, silly, odd, and sometimes terrifying things that are said on this very program. And I was just talking to Carter maybe like 30 minutes ago if I can't wait to play some of these because I know they're going over a PA speaker in a public venue. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. Kevin, you only have one that you need to be worried about, so you're kind of off the hook. I'm even going to nominate myself, which I think this is only going to happen probably once ever, so enjoy it. But I do want to start with somebody who is not on the show, but he crosstalks with you. I hope he's in the area. Zach Wolchuk, he said this a couple days ago.
Give me the poop.
Wow. Okay.
Can you play that one more time?
Give me the poop.
Okay,
Wow.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin, you were very caught off guard by
I was
Wolchuk
very
there.
surprised. Sometimes Wolchuk says surprising things. Chiafalo, too.
Yeah, as one does. I've worked many a night shows with
have
him.
those.
Hey, if you're here at Buffalo Wild Wings, they're showing highlights of the Packers-Cowboys playoff game.
Stop.
The people that are overseas are on delay. So I don't know if they want to know this or not, but it's not looking good in this game.
That game's in Brazil?
No, that game is not in Brazil.
It just went to 34-10.
Stop.
I know what happens, Mike. We're going to lose.
I think that's about the time I decided I wanted to throw my phone out the window because I was listening to it driving back to Dallas.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
That's now. That starts on Sunday.
It starts
Time
Sunday.
is now.
Yeah.
Right here on The Fan.
It's
That's
time.
the Cowboys' motto this year.
No, it's rooted.
Rooted
Rooted.
Isn't that a car
Like,
insurance?
oh, yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
Root Netto Door.
Nope,
Yep.
that is not true.
Go.
Back to you, Alec.
My favorite variety of content here sometimes is just Bassick making straight up statements.
I'm one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet, and remember that.
You said that today.
Lenny Moore
Oh, no, that was yesterday.
That's
right.
right.
That was yesterday.
Lenny Moore.
and
Who was the
Marshall
other-
Falk.
There you go.
There
I'll
you
remember
go.
Marshall Falk.
Yeah. What about
Lenny Moore's
Ironhead
going to be the
Hayward?
tough one. I just have to remember the guy who squeezed rats to death or something.
What?
That's from Lenny from Mice and Men.
Yeah, I still didn't read that book.
Sophomore year of high
You
school,
know what I'm talking about,
baby.
Duncanville guys? They tried to make us read books. We wouldn't do
I
it.
think he's talking about Tommy Boy.
No, what? No. Next.
Mike also talked about this.
I like giving it to guys.
Whoa, Mike.
Does
Well-
your wife know this?
How are things at home, Mike?
I verbally talk to guys way more than I talk to girls.
So, okay.
I think
Weird
I
fucks.
verbally gave it to a guy
What does that sound like?
with words, like talking.
Are there still those numbers that you can call and talk?
Like a sex line?
Okay, yeah. I was going to
What were we going to do? Oh, what could he be talking about?
work my way around it a little bit, but I,
I
didn't.
can't imagine there is.
I just feel like that was the thing of the past.
I don't know.
I think that business.
And now with
like,
Tinder and all
by
that.
2005, I'm assuming that went
So
out.
you think it's been out for a while?
Yeah, I think we're. It's almost as long a drought as the Cowboys.
I had a friend who did that. Her
What?
a couple of different.
Oh, she worked for the sex
There were
line?
like three of them.
She probably wasn't a
that I
good-looking
knew.
person, was she?
She was very beautiful.
okay.
But yeah, they
Oh,
needed
well.
some money, and so they would talk to these dudes, and it was they'd sit there on speakerphone and talk with them, and I'd be sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, this is so weird."
Dial 972 come moan.
Game is game.
You
Can
have to spell
respect
it a little differently.
Okay. Corey also made a statement.
You're not pregnant, from what I know.
I can see.
Yeah.
Is that do
I'm
you,
pretty-
do
I'm
you
pretty
go around
good.
and tell people that?
I'm a pretty good judge
Okay.
of who's pregnant and who's
Really?
not.
Oh my
And when I
God.
look at you, I don't see a pregnant woman.
How dare you?
You're welcome.
It's 2024. I can be what I want to be.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want. Doesn't mean you are.
Speaking
Next.
of saying whatever you want, Kevin Hageland, have fun with this one.
Uneducated, homophobic, and racist, mouth-breathing alcoholics.
Jeez, Kevin.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That's why you got to be careful on Tinder. That's why you just go to that sex hotline, because you know no one is setting you up from a media corporation to have all that. So if you missed it, and we asked Jerry Jones about it earlier today, that was what a Commander's vice president of content, I guess former vice president of content, said about NFL fans before getting fired.
By the way, you did ask your question. And Sean, did he ask McCarthy why he's never on time?
I don't see it in the cuts.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear it. I listened to that whole interview. I did not hear that conversation. So
Jerk.
I would maybe, you know what? Now that we did it, we got to force Sean to do it next Friday.
Yes.
We
While
deliver.
Mike's in Italy or something.
Must be nice. We deliver here on the KNC Masterpieces.
Sorry, I
sometimes.
was thinking about doing a Sean Sharif impersonation and be like, hey, Mike. But I decided I wasn't ready for that yet.
All right. Back to you, Alex. Sorry for that.
Maybe crosstalk.
I think it'd go, hey, Mike.
That is so rude, Mike.
Well, when he gets
That
nervous,
is
he
so
stutters.
rude.
Well, I thought you wanted us to do impressions of
You
Sean
said
Sharif.
let's do Sean Sharif impressions. Coming up next.
We'll
Jeez.
will you guys run the
versus
ball?
pork chops.
Good.
This is
Sunday?
so wrong.
Okay, next question. What do you
All
got?
right. Sometimes we deliver here on the KNC Masterpiece, but not right pronunciations.
All right. I don't know if Richie Ashburn did test Ashburn.
It happens, man.
I like you said burn twice.
Dude.
Ashburn. Burn.
All right, so one time I was working the what was it back in the day? The
Live 105?
No, it was the fan flashes. I was on the fan flash desk when we used to have that, and it was at nighttime during G-Bag Nation, and we were working with Texas Motor Speedway, and they had the Wild Asphalt Circus, and I said Wild Asphalt Circus, and that got played on G-Bag of the Day for quite some time. And I think I won for like a week. It was awesome.
As you
the Wild
should.
Asphalt Circus. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Mike with just another observation or statement, whatever.
And then they also have a foot store.
What's a foot store?
Hold on, Alec. I'm sorry. Was that part of the drop, or were you just adding that
I'm
now?
asking. I just want to know what a foot
okay.
store is. I'm very intrigued.
I forget what we were talking about.
Well, I think you meant to say shoe store, but you said foot store
yeah,
instead.
foot store, yeah.
But
They probably do have foot stores for people that lose their foot.
Like a prosthetic
Yeah.
place?
That sounds better, I guess.
Yes. I
But still
imagine
like
it's not called My Left Foot or anything like that. Like,
You know what? Maybe we should start a business.
a foot store?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people who sell it, but I feel like we just led them to the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, oh, what's a prosthetic, right? That can be a lot of different things. We just said, hey, you want a foot? .com?
People like feet.
do you want a
is true.
foot.com?
Like, hey, did you recently lose your foot? Or feet?
Yeah, we got.
Did you? Yeah, that's how we started. Did you recently lose a foot or your feet? We have the store for you.
Yeah, do you
We have feet.
Do you have both feet? You want a third foot? We can take
Nah,
care of
we
you.
ain't doing that.
Somebody might want more stability.
See,
I
Mike,
don't know if it gives you more stability.
Mike can make that happen pretty easily. This is a long, deep cut.
Let's just machete his feet off.
See, you've got the great business model already. But sorry, I had to dive deep for that one. That was too perfect.
I'll tell you what. I know that's a drop, and I said it. At no point do I want to cut off somebody's foot or arm or anything.
I appreciate that,
machete.
Mike.
Thanks,
That's,
Mike.
We might
Very
go
nice.
to war, and I might have to be in it, but I don't want to cut anybody's limbs off.
Have you ever held a machete before?
Maybe.
My dad had one growing up. I loved that thing. I'm gonna go see if he has it still.
Like, we see the movies in life or death situations, but man, like,
happens.
I just don't want to sword somebody to death or machete them.
That's nice.
But you might have to.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you
they
might.
got something in their hand.
Okay. Remember, you
gotta
guys
stop it.
You guys didn't show up to work on Monday because you don't like hanging out with me, so I hosted instead.
True.
And, I was going to act like this never happened, but our guy James Tritley pulled it and said, you're going to play this, so I said this.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to milk it and milk it as long as I can. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh. I'm voting for that. That's our winner for me
Dang
this
it.
week.
I am going to vote for Mike talking about how much he gives it to guys.
Where is
Look
that
at
one?
you, dirty boy.
I'd like giving it to guys.
That's my vote.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly why I said that or how I said it, but I'm going to I'm going to vote for Kevin. He was reading, but I'm going to vote for Kevin saying all those horrible things about NFL fans.
Uneducated, homophobic, and racist, mouth-breathing alcoholics.
Man, Kevin.
That is unfortunate.
Dude, what's really funny is we could say he said that about anybody and then play the drop, and it
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
really funny.
Let's offend everybody. Alec, what are you voting then?
You know what? I'm going to keep it at a tie because I'm voting for Corey's astute statement.
You're not pregnant, from what I know.
I can see it.
Fact.